Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more RimWorld, where we're picking up right where we left off. As I said last video, my first play session for this series went a little long in one sitting, so we're going to have a few cuts here just to make sure everything kind of wraps in together very well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the continuing of our colony. Tortoise meat, 40 tortoise meat, and notice it's frozen so it won't spoil. So we have all of our stuff growing. We have just a few basic activities for everybody to do here. Andy's eating, and we're all pretty good, except for the whole no defenses thing. So Wanderer joins. A wanderer named Keys has arrived joining the colony. He's a graphic designer. And we have Cato, who's in a poor mood. What do you need, Cato? Joy deprived, disturbed sleep, crowded, slept in the cold. What's the temperature in here? It is 64 degrees indoors. That's not terrible. And we just don't have power for these things right now. Well, let's look at our wanderer here. Cato the designer. How's your health? Old gunshot, bad back, age 52. Like I said, you can't choose your people all the time. He is very artistic. Social, which is going to be useful for negotiating. He's going to be our animal handler. And he can build a few things too and kind of craft. So that's decent. He does have some medical profession. So we are going to set these up accordingly. He's our #1 social, so if we take a prisoner, he's going to be our warden. And let's see. Let's have you do this. Alright, he's not a great miner, but he does have a passion for it, so maybe he can learn. Alright, so Smith, Taylor, Craft. Let's set these all at 1. He's going to be our crafting guy for now. And if not that, he can haul, he can't research, he can clean. My colonies never seem to be very clean. Oh, he doesn't have a place to sleep, so it's probably the first thing we need to figure out is how are we going to start working on making our area a better place to live. We're going to start by going down here and let's build a building. This one's going to be a little bigger than the other ones. See if I can do this right the first time here. It's going to have one entrance here, one entrance here. Yeah. And if we put something right here. Alright, we need to make this just a little bit longer. Because I want to put place down here. This is going to be our research area / living quarters for a few people, which means we get to start spreading out a little bit more. So floors, wood floors are good. Doors, wood doors are good. We have a nice excess of wood because of course we're in the forest. Eventually we're going to have more wood than we know what to do with. And let's go ahead and put a under production research bench wood right here. So when we're doing research, we're going to want this to be the thing, and we want it to be powered. I'm going to put power right here. Eventually we're going to have a lot of steel. For now we don't have very much. So I shouldn't have to worry too much about like power and stuff, but we do want to have some kind of standing light here. Standing light here. Alright, we'll start with that. We really need that wind turbine built because that'll give us power during the day, because right now we're using just enough power to make this happen. So Keys, oh man, falling asleep outside, so poor mood. Very crowded. Alright, so, oh, we got power. Critical alert, poor mood. Alright, so still Cato. Crowded, disturbed sleep. We'll see if we can get Cato a better place to sleep, and we really need Andy to continue to prioritize mining. Because as nice as it is to clear all this stuff out, we are actually going to need to build this here. So Andy, once again, not mining. Let's go ahead and set your construction down to 2. Alright, so Andy, who's going up here to mine limestone? We want you to mine this. Waddle's running around like he owns the place. So we should be able to get some rooms in here in just a minute. And what you can do as well is kind of set up the ownership of the bed. Like if we can just get something indoors here by the end of the day. Alright, need a research project. Let's go ahead and do... I usually start with stone cutting first because it's easy, fast, and let's set this bed for Cato. He's still going to be sleeping outside, but he seems to have space issues. Alright, so we're back with more RimWorld, or at least we're continuing in the video where we were, because I kind of did a sign off in the middle. A little silly, didn't realize I'd gone over on time by 10 minutes, so derp there. But we are continuing where I had kind of cut off before. We have a new colonist. We now have 4 of them. Key's the designer. And we're lacking power, we're lacking defenses, because we're lacking steel. So that is very, very exciting, because we really want this up and we really want our defense turrets. So we don't even need to worry about hauling some of these things. And we have Key's just standing around playing horseshoes. How's Cato doing? He had a critical mood thing before, and now notice he's doing okay. He's doing a little better here. So who are our haulers right now? We have a few. And we do have Cato who's going to be doing research, because now there's research to be done. Which means that we're going to have a little less cooking. Cooking is going to take priority over research. And Waddles is just running around playing. So can we build a turbine, or can we build anything right now? Lottie, what are you doing? Cutting grass. Lottie, let's build this. Because we have a little bit of steel now. And what are you doing? Oh, research is done stone cutting, so that's actually really good. Research was pretty damn fast. And I think I may have to adjust what you guys are doing here. Alright. Next thing that we like to do, cremation is pretty good. But I think probably the best one to do, because we have a geothermal vent so close, is geothermic power. So that means we can turn this into a power station, and most of our problems will go away. Alright. So another day goes by where we don't have a turret up, which is still concerning to me. All I wanted you to do, reserved by Keys, all I wanted you to do, I wanted somebody to build this. Alright. You are still building the other things, but hey, that's okay. Why? All I'm here to do is to make suggestions. We're low on food, so we're going to have to deal with growing, and we're going to have to start hunting here before long. So if we go on the wild hunt, there's some things that we can kill, and there's some things we don't want to kill. Hares are good. Hares typically, if they fight back, don't do a lot. Oh good, more steel. So some supply drops just kind of coming by pretty close. This should be compacted steel as well, so we do have some fairly close to us. But the nice thing about starting in the woods is that we have lots of little critters that we can just bow and arrow. Well, not really bow and arrow, but we want to kind of stay close. We don't want to run all the way across the map, because I have a feeling that we're going to have to deal with a raid here very soon. We're due. We are due for a raid. So we do have some solar power. We do have the wind turbine that may or may not be disturbed by some foliage that's nearby, but once we can start getting our power reserves in check, we'll be pretty good. So 8 meals is not awesome. We actually don't have anything that's a bill here, which is terrible. So that was a big miss from last time here. We want to do simple meals until we have 10. We're not going to do fine meals till later. But our cook is Cato. And so now we're going to have survival meals, which I've heard plenty of people joke, oh yeah, those ration packs just taste terrible. It's better than starving and dying. Alright, so we do have some steel here. And what do we have? Keys, the designer. Just continuing to haul. Somebody still needs to finish this damn turbine. Or, yeah, do that, I guess. So Andy just eating off the ground, that's fine. I mean, we're only here because hauling is so exciting. Let's go ahead and put you up to priority 1. Let's put you up to priority 1 too. We got the resources we need to actually build things in a hurry. So there's our turbine. Turbine will give us power at night, and from the looks of it, it's not obstructed by anything. Some of these trees will eventually matter, but we do have a battery. It's getting some stuff up here. Next priority is definitely building some some turrets. We already have one that's almost built. So it would help if I actually turned on construction for people. Now, who are our best builders? Andy's a good builder, but he needs to be mining. So there's that. Okay, so we're going to hear a lot of gunshots this episode. That's from hunting that's happening. And do we finally have defenses? Is that notification going to disappear? Yes. 1 turret! It's a weak turret, but it's a turret, and as long as our power stays good, we're here. Lots of people like to raid at nighttime. We now have 2 turrets. And these things still aren't finished. You have a tree in your house. You have a tree in your house. There's a tree that's in the middle of this bed. So far we're fairly stable. There are some things that we can start to do, though. Since we have quite a bit of wood, let's go ahead and work on another building here. This is going to be another fairly important building with the stockpile right here. And I know I said I wanted to have these things kind of flush over here, but with the junk stockpile, I'm going to put it like this. And all this is going to be is, let's see, wood, and then one of the first things we researched was a stonecutter's table, which fortunately we can make in wood. Now what this is going to let us do is to go ahead and make another stockpile in here, and this one is going to just be storage for clear, preferred, and let's do manufactured raw resources. No, I want chunks. Stone chunks. No, we want blocks. I gotta remember where these things are. Like I said, I have experience with this game, but I don't have like all the things. So not textiles, although that'd be nice. I'm gonna need to start dealing with textiles eventually. So sandstone blocks, marble blocks. There we go. So that'll be where that's stored. Eventually we can craft and build. Pretty soon I'm sure we're going to get raided, but at least for now we do have a few meals available. Who's our cook? Our cook is also our constructor, so let's stop that. We have him researching as well. Do we have more meals available on the map? I'm pretty sure we do. Or else we're going to have some hungry people. And what did I say? Raid. We were due. A group of pirates from Rocket Pack have arrived and drop pods nearby. Uh-oh. How many? It's a group of pirates. A group of 1. Hello, Vector. The nice thing is that you can cheat and see what he's using. He's using a shiv. He's that thing. And he's just coming right for our town, kind of. Now, kind of the catch, and one way that I'm caught with my pants down here a little bit, is that I did not actually build a jail. A place where I can keep my people in case they get, in case I need to capture them for some reason. So we're going to do that right now. Alright, so wood door. Furniture. Yeah, should have thought of this ahead of time. This is why I was trying to cut this area out just a little bit. And we'll put a standing lamp here too, which means we need to run power too, but we're going to be running power eventually anyway, so let's put it up here. Good enough. Oh, no wonder we're not getting any charge there. It's actually not connected to anything. Derpity derp. Which is why we need to put power over here as well. I know it's using valuable steel to do this, but now we're generating power. And now we have even more steel just on the ground. That's nice. So is the raid actually going to start in just a minute? We're low on food again. And we do have some meat chunks. And Vector is going to be raiding us in just a minute. We do have some things growing. Oh, good. The potato plants are almost grown. Pirates have begun their assault. Now the question is, which way is he going to come? He's going to come this way. So let's go ahead and draft you all. And let's put you all over here. He only has a shiv. Alright, so Waddle's to the rescue as well. Now this is how combat in this game works. There is a cover system. Kato is not our gun user, so we're going to put you back. Where's our other person? Andy! We need your sniping skills here. Although the pistol's probably going to be enough. But yeah, there's cover. If you stand behind a wall, that's the most cover. I actually headshotted Vector, which is really nice. He's a kingpin, whatever that means. Severe pain. He's bleeding a lot. He does have some pretty good skills, although he's nervous, which is not great. And he's a prosophile, which means he's going to be upset. Now, if he actually blows up that turret, I'm going to be a little sad. There we go. So he's been shot, and you'll notice he's not dead. He's in extreme pain. So right now I don't really have a great... Well, I guess for the time being... Yeah, we should go ahead and just prioritize construction real fast. Because he's dropped all kinds of things, but he's not dead. So we can take him into custody as soon as I undraft everybody. And let's see, we cannot actually capture him just yet. Right now he's bleeding on the ground. So we're building those things. We need to build the things that are up here. Guess we'll set this as I guess we'll set this as a prisoner, and we'll set this as Kato's bed. So we need to get some more sleeping space for people. Let's go ahead and get you to capture Vector before he runs away. Now I do have a steel shiv that's awful, and he does have some other gear on him. So who's our warden now? Our warden is going to be Keys. So that's very useful. We'll see. Hopefully she can get some increase in skill, because right now it's not a lot. So Lottie's still trying to do the doctor thing. You'll see that he gets little bandages for each thing that's getting better over time. So there's our first raid. We have visitors as well. We're still pretty damn low on food. I could technically try and capture these guys and butcher them, but this is good. This is one of the points where things are really contested right now. And one thing I didn't do that I should have done is go ahead and put an orbital trade beacon right here. I don't have an inside storage place just yet. I don't really see that as necessary in April. But right now this is not obstructed. It doesn't produce a ton of power, but it produces some. Produces enough for our needs. In fact, I could probably go ahead and build another one. So we got some more raw goods. We have some more squirrels that could use to be hunted. Like I said, I'd love to take on bucks or something, but that's not really in the cards here. We do have turtles that we can hunt. We just want to keep getting lots and lots of meat. We are going to stray a little bit from our base. That's a ton of squirrels. That's good. They also make fur, which is pretty nice later on. So Waddles, how are you doing, dude? You need some food. You have obedience training. Let's train you to haul. Haul, then there's release and rescue, but right now Vector's just trying to heal up. Okay, visitors are leaving. They didn't eat all of our food, but right now our people are pretty hungry. And we're going to have to deal with that in just a minute. Hopefully a trader can come by. But I have a feeling we're going to have to be self-sufficient here before too long. That's, like I said, that's just like a walking steak burger. It'd be great. But we got all of our ground meals off the ground. And now we can set this for prisoners. And let's see, he is a prisoner right now. Do we want you? He seemed like he had decent stats. Good social, good animal, artistic. We have lots of artistic people. Nervous, which is not awesome, but could be worse. Let's see if we can chat and recruit him. It doesn't seem like he has too much other than the stuff that we've had to deal with him here, so. Low food. Dangerously low. Vector is fully healed, and Keys is naked for some reason. Not totally naked. So we are completely out. Okay, so these are just about grown. Are there any berries that we can harvest? Let's go ahead and turn this off for now. Like I said, food is always going to be the struggle. I do have some rich soil right there. Doesn't seem like there's too much in the way of... There's a few berry plants over here. Not a ton, just a few. So people are suddenly going to be getting pretty hungry here. Well, hey, that's why we plant the cotton first, I guess, right? I could always butcher him, but... Okay, we have squirrel meat ×2. Squirrel skin. We don't want to store squirrel skin here. Alright. So yeah, we may actually be starving. But that's part of the fun, right? It's not supposed to be like super easy all the time. I could take on a bunch of bucks and then end this episode really quickly by having them stampede my people. Or I could butcher Vector. So you're eating raw meat. And that means that you ate raw food and you're not very happy. Couldn't we cook it or at least synthesize some nutrient paste? That's true. That's the thing that we can do. Who are our hunters again? Oh god, we need to put people back on the hunt. Alright. Food is our #1 priority right now. So we have a few meals that we can make. See if we can catch up in time. So, barely staying ahead of the curve here. More bunnies. Hunt the bunnies! Poor guys. If we can just kill all the wildlife around us, I think we'll be okay. Now that prisoner is going to be eating our food as well. And I could attempt to hunt some of the bucks. Uh-oh, wild boar revenge. Jump to location. So Lottie's probably going to need treatment here in just a second. How's this boar doing? Oh, it's in extreme pain. It can't actually move, so maybe Lottie's okay, but yeah, boars have some problems with there. So poor mood. Probably Lottie. Probably because she's urgently hungry. So let's go ahead and you need to prioritize. Okay, she's consuming a simple meal. There we go. I have meals. Meals enough for people to survive right now. So we do have some meat. We just got to survive long enough to get this stuff to grow. So that's our challenge right now. And this is kind of unrepaired right here as well. So look, stonecutter's table. We can add a bill, make stone blocks. Do forever, but it's kind of low priority. Those are going to be very good building resources later on. So Vector, not the best here, but we're just going to massacre all the wildlife and get as much meat as we can. So as long as we can kind of stay ahead of the curve until we can get this stuff in here. I'd love to actually like pin in those elk and make that happen, but turtle, hunt. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't have people set to hunting before, but we'll double up for just a little bit as we can wander the map ever so slightly. Hunt the boars. This is RimWorld Wild Hunt, I guess. Har har. That's the name of a game. Alright. So we still don't have a ton of steel, but we have some steel. So keys, is that seriously... Well, you don't have a gun, so... I guess that is what you're doing right now. As, yeah, survival rifle, you're sniping that turtle out of the sky. Pretty good. So another day. We have 8 meals now, so I think we're fairly caught up here. This is still a frozen room, and we do have quite a bit of. We do have some meat here, so we can probably go ahead and set Andy down to a 2, because we still need to. We still need to mine. We still need to repair. And we're almost there at the geothermal research as well. It's going to, like I said, take care of a lot of our power problems. And we're pretty close to between two because we're going to be expanding over here next. Cargo pods. Yay. Thank you, based Cassandra. So jump to location and, oh, what do they give us? Cobra skin. Not the most exciting thing, but we are going to need cloth before long. Now, I could go ahead and hunt one of those bucks in the middle of the night. They probably won't overrun our colony. We do have, I don't know, kind of about a stopping point here. I want to go ahead and get our potato plants ready to harvest here. So our grower is also our hunter and constructor. So we can set you all for hunting. Here we go. Which I guess means our hunter actually needs a gun. So hunting with a knife is not awesome, but getting the plants here is going to be so important. Alright, you know what, we're just going to... Yeah, he's not even going to have time to hunt because he has to cook. Yeah, pretty good here. We went from a bit of a scare about our resources all the way up to kind of being okay. And look, we went from practically no steel to having all the steel. In fact, we can go ahead and just say chop all this wood. We're eventually going to have more wood than we know what to do with. But for now, having a lot of steel is really important because geothermal power takes a lot of steel. And we have a raid. This is a good way to end it. So tribes people, they're attacking immediately. So you have 3 tribes people. Now keep in mind, you're like, this is the distant future. This is the year 5500. Or 5500. Part of the fun of this game, I think, and the way it handles the sci-fi setting is, oh my god, where's Andy? Where's Andy? Andy is, this is how people get killed, even against tribes people. Andy's on the whole other side of the map. So I guess we can try and flank right here. Alright. Now these guys have bows and arrows and stuff versus our guns. Technically, we should be able to handle them. Well, that's not always the case. Okay, so Waddle's... Okay, he's going to go straight for the turret. Which means that turret's probably going to explode on him. Okay, Andy could be a bit of trouble here. Okay, if that explodes on you, you're going to have a very good time. Okay, so Andy has been shot. He has a cut on his chest. So we do need to actually go ahead and designate a medical bed. We'll set you as medical. Which means we actually need to build another bed. At least for the time being. Uh-oh, not there. See, what did I say? We're about to end it, and then we get a raid right at the very end. Okay, so that's gonna explode. Oh, actually didn't get him. Alright, you have the plasteel knife. So how are you doing? You're actually very good at melee, and my person kind of sucks. Oh good, we don't have to worry about it now because he's dead. Yay! And you drop meals. Alright, so we gotta save you. We've gotta save you. We're going to move you down here because trees act as cover as well. Because Andy right now is he's gotten arrowed a few times. Okay, Andy, let's fire Let's fire on red fields. And Lottie, you're going to fire on Legala, and hopefully we're not going to have you get shot. Good, so you all are fleeing now. Let's go ahead and undraft you. We'll see if you can run. Oh good, did we actually get an all kill? Oh my god. Not just that, you see who's going in for the fight? Oh, Waddles. Waddles did it. Oh, Waddles actually got bruised as well. But there we go. That's kind of how these goes. We have... You're not dead. You're not dead. We really can't support too many more people right now. So if you don't necessarily give us things we don't have... This may be a decision for the next episode, what I should do with these remaining survivors. Like, Legia is good. But we'll figure that out another time. At least for now, we did have one raid that was pretty good. We'll get some treatment in later on down the line. But this is Asher. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit different, but like I said, it all picks up and it's all pretty exciting, at least to me. Hope you all are having fun too. The drama shall continue to unfold on RimWorld. This is Asher. I'll see you next time.